NKCF and help Salone picking them. Picking them are the leaders of tomorrow. When you help a child, you help a nation. This message from the Mommy Collins Children's Foundation. Peace.
Innocent. Lord, when I could say and they wish for see me downfall. You don't want for make a stand tall. You want for pull me around. Let's say in a downfall. You give me destiny, you want for charm or some of them are my teeth like cats. Charlottes, they make a cats. They don't carry them by that. Some of them are my teeth like cats. Charlottes, two bleeds salads. They don't carry them by that. Not to be caution. Sickness, not to be caution. Poverty, not to be caution. Not to be caution, not to be caution. Oh, yeah, not to be caution. What's about, not to be caution. Trouble, not to be caution. Not to be caution, not to be caution. Oh, yeah, not to be caution. You know what make I go before. What make I go below. And I want to see where you did grow. But I'm gonna be waiting and so. Some of them are my teeth like cats. Charlottes, they make a cats. They don't carry them by that. Some of them are my teeth like cats. Charlottes, two bleeds salads. They don't carry them by that. But not to be caution. Sickness, not to be caution. Poverty, not to be caution. Not to be caution, not to be caution. Oh, yeah, not to be caution. What's about, not to be caution. Trouble, not to be caution. Not to be caution, not to be caution. Oh, yeah, not to be caution. And they laugh before me face. But you didn't talk me and be back. You just they show me you ain't it. But inside you I be black. Tell me why you did envy me. How you did envy me? How you did envy me? When I God gave me destiny. How you did envy me? How you did envy me? How you did envy me? When I God gave me destiny. Sickness, not only caution. Poverty, not only caution. Not only caution, not only caution. Yeah, not only caution. What's about, not only caution. Trouble, not only caution. Not only caution, not only caution. Yeah, not only caution.
Okay, good evening, good evening, good evening. Kushe Kabo, me fumble them. Uno how they do, how uno they do, how myself they do, how all man at the diaspora they do, how the London weather they do, how the Fritonians they do, how the Selenians they do, how the world region they do, and how the Corona no they do. The Corona on tell I do. We don't need for tell Corona do. Corona on tell I do. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to another edition of Salone Talk on Diaspora Voices. And me on name na Abdul Wahab Sise, aka DJ Little, aka the Moses for Salone ENT. That's right. And then also I represent one half of Salone Talk presenters, where the other half na me on younger brother and business partner DJ Ish. Again, unfortunately, DJ is not able to join me today because of other prior commitments. But he wish me well. He wish we guessed very well. We'll get today. We'll get for a from very shortly, and he really dearly miss today's show because he don't do so much work behind the scene, researching on we guest, and he be one for really engage on this program. But as I say, prior commitments and we come up, we mean say he get for go deal with. So he not go able to join today's program. So he sent in profound apologies and sincere apologies to the rest of the viewers them of Salone Talk on Diaspora Voices, and also send apologies to we guest. We're gonna go hear it from shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said tonight, today don't be the 29th of July. Don't ask me who side the year don't go, the year don't done. But many of we, Pastor, when you meet us, you know, many people, and then they pray for let December 31 come. They want let this year done. They want forget what this year completely. They want that year they, because what's happen? Many people in the world play so much ungratefulness to 2019. They were like, all this year was like 2020, all my name and plan. 2020, what year want to do? 2020, everybody planned 2020. Bokuman skip. So Monday in Bade 2019, now he round up to a 50 year old. Now he gets a round figure. He said, no, I didn't do that in 2019. 2020, me 51 year old, but then now they spend me, now they celebrate me 50 year Bade. So man propose, God dispose. So we always get our boku engagement, and we plan for 2020. We look forward to 2020. Rightfully, it was just a man's proposal, but God had different plans. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we talk about the plan for develop, plan for grow, plan for invest. Like when they say you get your water plants. This morning I did an office with and keep company. We director of deputy director of infection control. They talk about he gets implant where it don't left there. So one of the cleaners then come he say calling them. He say look, you plant it don't got in it for water. He say if you know water, you know they grow. Now I say yes, but because the woman so busy, you know they pay so much attention to that plant. So the lady offer he can water the plant for him. So in time, if that plant they grow, now recognition to that lady, that cleaner, that housekeeper will water the plant. Because the first will get the plant, not first not care with the plant, but it just not get the time. It brings us to the accountable today. Education. You need somebody where they water the plant. Sometimes we were born the picking them, not so we they water the plant. You need people them there where they water the plant. And other than the people that were the right people that water the plant from foundation. Now teachers them. Teachers then and then they water the plant from foundation. We na mama, we na papa, we na parents them. You understand? Now foundation we they lay. But who that get for water the plants? You know, shaping the life of a child's mostly the influence they come up from school. Remember saying they when they start from nursery, say they go to primary or preschool, say they go to primary school, to secondary, say to university. A teacher has helped to shape that child's life in one way or the other. But we can learn more. Today, me family, them, my brothers and my sisters, them today are excited for them at this platform. You know, for the last few weeks, most of the program they want to see I don't do. I think that last program on Monday, I've been get a very special program to we want now only QOSM, Queen of Social Media, Mrs. Agnes Morgan. I want to say congratulations once again on the 20th anniversary. I was very excited to that on that platform. I became nervous. And I know me was why you so nervous? Now saying Agnes are the host. You know that day you cannot go around and make mistakes. But technology playing your part. But anyway, we survived the night. Equally today, I'm just as excited to be sharing this platform with somebody who I will say now we all born inside the same school of media. Now the UK, even though Inca with your experience. Come at a very young person, boku experience where it can influence you because they don't water in your own plant from when young. You understand? But you bring a come, you share them with a knowledge, with a family where to me to date, for me, it's still arguably the best family where don't grow up in the UK in terms of social entertainment and family. When are the SALONE for you family? But we'll touch more on that. One of the members that we all did it, and she was 2 of 11, 2 women out of 11 men, I think, or out of 11 people, 9 men, 2 women. That's right. And she's here today. She's here to talk about her new adventure and new passion. But we go tap into a bit of history and nostalgia. Ladies and gentlemen, wanna help we welcome and greet the fantastic, She's pastoral, but she didn't agree for tell me that part there. She's definitely pastoral because she used to deliver prayers for us a lot, and she still does it. And the fantastic, the amazing, beautiful looking, as one I can see, true Nubian African queen, the CEO and founder of Teach for Salone, Miss Josephine Saidu. Good evening, madam. Welcome. I beg you up here.
Thank you so much, DJ Little. Well, as usual, I don't used to, as long as they come up from you. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure for share this platform today, and also for make viewers and listeners they know about my latest adventure, my passion way I don't follow for the past couple of years. Thank you so much for all the fine things so you don't say. Indeed, SL for you. No way would they go for contestant the best still. I proudly the team up and say yes, it's still the best. Yeah. So we tell God thank you for SL for you for the platform as well then giving our UK. Yeah. And I'm happy for the year today.
We self glad beaucoup one for say. So what I go try for do usually I struggle for put that better Creole where people are like una naturally gifted about. So I can't try for see if I can match up to Josephine Saidu in type Creole, and then obviously we go to brush up on the SL for you style English side. But when you come on the Creole, I want for match you pound for pound. But I'm not feel I go able to go try. So Usa they can slightly short. Just call me say down in English. But let's go back. Obviously it's been a busy day for you. It's been a busy week for you. And earlier on where would they get an engagement? I want because I've been there far and they smell waiting they come on at you kitchen. You understand? And they far now they smell they come on. Now I ask you. I say what do you cook today? Those are the first question I never ask you.
Yes.
So I ask you that question there publicly. What do you cook today? Because the smell still there for me.
Yeah. Now, as usual, you know, say me, I like me and I like for play. You remember the SL for
today, that day, we know that day.
Then you know, with some cocoa, potato, and plantain. You're very nice.
Wow.
Or porridge, as they can call it in English.
So, because I just want to ask you, how you been na Salone and you been na England different?
Well, I don't think so there is much different because the ingredients are the same. It depends on what you want. Me, I not like cassava, but I not too get luck with the cassava na ya and not the boss. But once I get the right cocoa, I get the potato, I put me plantain. If I not get mango, then I can drop a bit of lime or lemon if not so they can call them. For me, I think then I put me soba dry fish for get that flavor. Yeah.
For lift them up. Yeah, another thing back where they see, I like the neck, I like the African attire. Oh. I love the beautiful background as well and all that stuff. And you're not woman, to be very fair, where you've always had an eye for fashion taste and it's always been up there from as young as when we were. So I'm waiting you to represent, or who are you to represent today?
Well, obviously, SL for you, I just get for continue for represent SL for you, Salone for you. So what are they represent Salone woman there? We culture we get for keep them alive. Now make sure say I represent, even though we did na Europe. So basically, when they communicate with you, Salone Fambule, this go inspire them more for make sure say we maintain we culture, you know, we maintain we tradition. So even though it's me here style, I don't do a bit of like a tie up, or I say okay, I'm in Europe, but I know say I don't represent this Salone and Salone woman them. And
even the details, the air in the beads, I can see.
Yeah, you get for match, you know. You get for match.
Udana the provider of the necklace, which feel free to give a free plug. If
okay. The provider definitely Nigerian. We do this jewelry. It's about 5 years old. Me not possible like for keep treasure. Wow. So a Nigerian by the name of Ngozi. Ngozi they somewhere around Peck and Park Road. Now they did one. So I don't get it since 2015. Okay. And also now with the matching and also with the bracelets as well. But me dress obviously now for my sister where he dash and give me, you know, as a gift where be the Ghana. He say, since you get too much English clothes, so make I give you this one. It can like with so many African are there for me, and anyone where I put on is just amazing. So this is for the sparking. So I want to forget that credit say Geneva.
Well done. Well done. No, it's amazing. I'm pleased that you represent the African community very, very strongly the African fashion industry. And we need for showcase African fashion because these days, if you go now Miss Selfridges, all these big names, Debenhams, then they pay so much extortionate price just for African attire. Many, about a decade ago, people then go almost they scorn you where you wear then African. You therefore be of a certain age, maybe 45 and above, for let you allow for wear African. Anybody under the age of that, then if you say, ah, well, you know, get better clothes now you would do. But now the hit team is very, very trending. So let me just roll back the clock. I want to roll back the clock, JLo. You know what I mean? Because you and I, as we've come along with many people will not know in the early 2000s. And when we say early 2000, we know they talk about mid 2000. They talk about the birth of the millennium. That's where we come from, the birth of the millennium. And then fortunately, fate brought we all together under the family of Leone for you. When are they? We all men, we grew up, we matured. Just briefly, how was it for you coming into a group of boys? Because now you're the first lady of SL for you, isn't it?
No, Maria too first.
Maria too, yes. Lady G was first.
Lady
and
G,
you became the second lady of SL for you. How was it coming into a family and like that way the network be done there already? Tell us your experience briefly.
Well, for me, that be a great privilege also, especially when I mean we'll get the radio component. Also, I mean no say I get for continuing my profession, where obviously as a broadcaster. So it be I mean at ease where I been get that kind of platform for do waiting I like for do waiting I enjoy. It been just so easy for me for make I able for jail. And knowing me, the type of person I be, friendly and open, especially I'm very comfortable among any sort of ecosystem. So basically, for me, being easier for make I able and feel more comfortable when I meet Lady G, you know, as you come to woman, they more when I in one. So we kind of like able forget that sort of relationship. So we two among these 9 men, but gentlemen, you know, and the understanding as well, where like when all our partners, them, the wives, then I mean, they just show them support, you know, it was just amazing. I mean, always I look forward to the Thursday events, you know, for the radio program. And wait till I be like, now the traffic. If people you make sure say you not log on quick, you're out and you don't miss out for that particular weekday. So it been just like for the fact that we're able for bring together the community, you know, give them something where they look forward to weekly. And the amazing John Wright, obviously, able for giving that platform there as well. Kudos to it was just great. Putting the shows together again, all the lengthy meetings, my cooking, feeding you guys.
John Wright and Rupert Palmer.
Yes.
I mean, get Salone Radio.
You know, so the meetings as well, with the brainstorm, putting ideas together, putting the shows together. Oh my goodness, you know, we can everybody with a different background, everybody with different ideas. We can argue, yes, indeed, flesh out ideas, but at the end of the day, we'll come out to something concrete. When we present them to the general public, it's acceptable, enjoyable. You know, it was just that moment was just precious. I just hope because now we're all long going in different ways, but the fact that we still able to keep the spirits alive, it was just awesome.
But you talk about coming into the team, and then you talk about coming in with that knowledge of where you've come from broadcasting. You now, to date, you get one of the records them as one of the youngest broadcasters ever for surface na salon or be given a platform at mainstream media, as then they use the word now. Back in the days, we just call them television, but now because of technology, they call them mainstream media. You were one of the youngest ever to, as I say, showcase na Leone broadcasting compression at the time, SLBS or services at the time.
Yeah.
How did that come about, and at what tender age where you know then source you talent napa talent competition? How? Tell we.
Well, fortunately, I always make mention of this person when I able for pick me up as a talent when I Betty Milton. Now it been there but they don't send them as a press associate now Belgium.
Okay.
We've been get with Catholic Youth Fellowship, always they go like every 2 years. So when we go, then they put into different committees. Then so maybe in there now the communication and media committee, then charge me with the responsibility because we always can go away from town. This time we've been choose for go Miltimagai College of Education. We can do there for like a whole week. So not everybody been gets radio or access to radio, but we also want for know what's in happen at town. Yeah. So then get for put in another committee. So we they listen to the news, evening time, afternoon, then a morning we do a news bulletin. So but Betty be already through far away, he been the work na SLBS, na in been the head of that particular committee day. So one time he said today now you they read. I said, I mean, I want to do that kind of thing because I was a shy person by then, you know, Pisceans, and I saw we kind of like shy. So I mean they kind of like face say no today now you they read. Other people and don't read. That was a Wednesday, I never ever forget. So I go read. What I don't read done, like I come meet me. Say, you know, say you get fine voice, eh? I say, what's in her name me? He say, I remember something. He said, but I'm not going to tell you now. I said, tomorrow and I did read back. So, yes. So the Thursday back, he give me a read. So hold on, Nike asked me, say, you get Sababu? I said, what's in name so? He said, if you get Sababu, you go SLBS, then go train you, you go become someone. He said, I don't see the talent. He said, wait till you get me, self no get him. I said, wow. I said, Sababu. I said, well, I don't know. He said, and I asked, how's time Sababu way they try for talk about? He said, possible way, like influential. I said, okay. Friday, he give me again. He said, I'm me for read. I said, hey, but let people know. But everybody now, they big me up. They say, wow, hey, but madam this, madam so. And by them, I was really, really pretty as well. Because now,
excuse me.
At least I don't take some, yeah.
No, well, obviously, at least I get for rub some of the oil, but it don't mean say you still got it.
Well, thank you for the compliment.
Yeah.
So from when we left that place on Sunday, we come, I didn't mean us. I just remember Sababu. Sababu, Uda na Sababu for me now. Uda go be this Sababu. The following Sunday now, we go church. I been in at the choir, obviously, as you say, a pastoral. I go sing a limba song. Wow, we get some Thanksgiving. So sing this limba song. Then the former permanent secretary in education, when I'm so Samura, himself, I will let for call people like that day because now they all paved the way for me.
Yeah.
After service, he came. He said, thank you very much, Josephine. He said, today you really touched me heart with that song. He said, and I'm really, really happy. You make me feel at home. So as I see the man, when he talk to me, now he give me something. I say, thank you, sir. But I turn back, I say, please, sir. I say, I want let you help me for do something. I say, somebody tell me, say, if I go to SLBS and go train me, I go become good news reader. He said, really? He said, you get results? I say, yes, I get GCSE. He said, come tomorrow, then at the Monday, come make you come, I can go to SLBS. So Monday, I go there, we go to Gina Banda Thomas, where by then I've been the director general, but unfortunately, he go leave. So when he go leave, they say after 1 month, he come, hey, that 1 month, if about 10 years.
Yep. It's
every day, I know. Every day, I say, oh my goodness, what's happening? When is she coming? Yeah. But even by then, I also the train for become a nurse. I be already don't go enroll into a nursing at 34. When I meet daddy, he always wants me for make her like take after around because I'm a medical person. Okay. So like I go now, my attention on the 2 day again. I was doing absolutely well again at that nursing field day. But me at the this television now, you know, with that saying and then I would they look there or they talk at them, would they look and send to cargo then at TV, you know. I say, Mr. Sote, I go for the inside very soon. Well, I'll see how they go. As you see Gina come, Betty tell me, say, Auntie Gina don't come home. Myself that day, the way I go church, I call the man, I say, Auntie Gina, I say, come back Monday. We go na SLBS, then go meet the woman. He say, well, yeah, we would know person own talent. We they carry go now studio. We they give script like it. By your voice, by the way they read, we go know if you get something. If you not get, okay, we will tell you. Say, a quick fix. Now we go at the studio one, big studio, then puts me inside and puts mics. I was so scared. I say, why? I begin calm myself down. I just say, you can do it, you can do it. As I begin read, I not even done the first paragraph, we been get about 5 lines. Now they stop me. Because then tell me, when I see the green light, I for start. As I see the red light, I for stop. As I begin with 3 lines, I then say I for stop.
You not panic, say maybe you don't do something wrong at that time?
I panic. I say, what thing they happen? So hey, Papa got me, what thing no can? I say, no can I do? He say, not even the reading, you have the voice. Not even the voice, you have the looks. You're in. From when they tell me that day now they tell me, say, I for go now, for begin the camp for training. Cyril Jackson Smith, and they assign for train me.
Wow.
Yes, in diction was absolutely stunning. That man, he gave me the right.
Under Cyril Jackson Smith.
Yes, you know. So, let's tell you now something. Me people they don't ever know say I don't get something for doing a SLBS. At the rest of the morning, I wear me clothes for go nursing. I reach now one feel now over first. You one cut in 3, I change.
So for let go nursing school.
Yeah, I change, I go SLBS. I go they train, they say 3 months time. So one day the principal for the nursing, he complained to me that he said, no, they see me frequently. And I say, well, if you need to go, one time you don't get for seats, I even pass. He said, yeah, I go pass the car with good results. When no say I get party the way they supply me the notes. Now I say this one day, I say this, I died the get for done. Then I say, I begin to read an announcement on radio. So one day, somebody no day for read for that week, they say don't cancel us. So now I say, now me get for go the following day. That day was so long for me. Television for the first time in my life. Me, I not get better close. Who's can close? I open and tell you where all man go glad in. I tiff me in my mind close. I tiff me in my mind close. I put it inside my bag. I go na television. And I make because anytime before you open, then they play the national anthem. As they don't play, pap, na me appear.
Oh my God.
I tell you, appear na the telly.
At this point, just tell me how you before that when the SALONE national anthem they play, that would probably be your longest 45 seconds ever.
Can you imagine? Say the longest 30 seconds, in fact, very long. Me belly all in the mix up on me. Even for call me names and I saw me lip heavy. For call me, because I remember me, my mind close. I remember the I remember
the face,
the revelation, the face and everything. And so I was like, okay. So time done now. It's done 9 o'clock. Now be the knock off after the news. I give now the feature film. I close. For go now host. My goodness. It don't turn wahala for me. I'm afraid. So I mean, I think
I say you parents say they watch BBC, SLB.
You know, the only telly by then. So we were watching, you know.
9 o'clock news, now the prime news.
Oh my goodness. In fact, from 6 o'clock, where they open for the announcement, the feature film, because people always look forward to the feature film, mostly when a Nigerian film, like you just want to know and then and stay on. So I me cousin of blessed memories now, Michael. Now literally I see him. Now call and say how the tension then at the host, how everything. He said, he said the pie gladdy. He said, but the mommy they pan vex for the clothes. So until we know now, say the post working tough money at the pa. I say, okay, well, mama, you know, go deal with him. So I enter, I greet fine. I mean, Papa I say, well done. I begin give me that soldier binding. You know, mama now they pan vex. So me that detail and say, well, that clothes then go buy more for you. You know the gladdy pick, you know, go down tell you. And then puts me on a social media. I tell you how all this happened. I got forgiven this whole story back. I say, well, and so I say, God called me for do what I do. And from that moment, it's just like sailing from news reading to news writing, then TLB editor, you know, just the ranks are just a rise. Yeah.
You well done, congratulations and all that. But you know, share one thing, you not tell we at what age all than they kick off, Josephine.
Fortunately for me, I think I did around 15, 16 when I see GCSE. Then after that, I tried for go learn some French. Unfortunately, the revoke them. So around about 17, 18, yeah. Now I go start to work na SLBS because I know say I come here around. So I worked there for about 3 to 4 years. Then I go down na Radio UNAM still, and I left work na Radio UNAM about 6 months before I came to UK.
Yeah. So and all this happened at such an age now your life where then we know say or it be known to the country say they give too many younger people the opportunities now SALONE broadcasting services because they look for rather go for experience rather than nurturing. When you don't do the 10 hour you don't come up from that nostalgic factor to say, oh well, this not picking, blah blah blah. Then see that novelty begin to wear out, and then the big one then begin to see you as a competition. Where things change?
Well, the good thing, you get few people like Mr. Albert Momo, awesome man, one of the best people I don't ever come across. Where in as much as there was a time, I'm not gonna call the person name, there was a time where this person, the person working voice for a news not been there around. So now Mr. Momo points to me, say, make let that picking they read. He must say, that picking they carry me news. This is a big news. This big big news. He said, no, if you get, he said, they read them for you exact how you want, so that they can read them for you. And I read that news, and since then, that man, they just hold me with high esteem, you know, because I even remember when I go back safe na SALONE when I come out UK around the 2010, even asked me, say, you know, Kalego, they can't help. So from that end, but you get few people and way obviously they want for intimidate you. But one thing I like about SLBS, in that time where we go join when at 2000, and I also want for congratulate media, queen of social media, because I all entered the media into journalism around that time, 2000.
Okay.
That is when they begin to get younger breeds them. And what's it mean so good for me of blessed memories again, I've been a lady where more people and say we look alike. Unfortunately, he been died around the 2001 Margaret Lynch stop.
Okay.
So it kind of like I can't feel a vacuum where they say, oh, when I look alike, you know, when I the smile the same people, and you know, way obviously. So it been so easy for me to get that sort of that kind of smooth sailing day, you know.
Right. So then be able to relate to you.
Yeah, easily. Yeah. But I just say the support been just awesome. You know, now SLBS, you get the likes of Isaac Soa, where they help we back with the newsroom. You get the news anchoring. We get Isaac Masakoy. Oh my goodness. You know, Joshua Nikul. I have so many names I can call. You know, Samuel Valcasel. Those ones we even I even get the opportunity also for work with now the Deputy Minister of Information, Mamadi. You know, they all been just give me that support. Too much of intimidation or animosity not been there for me on side, because I was that sort of person, maybe likable, and I've been ready for learn as well. You know, because I come again with the skills, they're just able to come brush up and just make me who I have or be.
Incredible. Now, just fast forward to now. Now we don't see the birth of Freetown Television Network, Star TV, and obviously we most renowned and most recognized rightfully a brother, maybe they kind of SL for you studio can just be happy for be around we when a young junior Navo at the time where is the pioneer, one of the pioneers alongside the late great Mr. Mosire Fadika, rest in peace, and don't create an opportunity for young people with active young voices, which is AYV. And what do you feel say are the opportunities for young people the way they into media now, as compared to, obviously you don't change, but what are the opportunities there for younger people them now?
I think there are a lot of opportunities, especially when it comes to AYV. Now that make when I be even get the opportunity also for start something at UK Nayaso for AYV, which I'm proud of to say I was part of that establishment, even though I reach at a time where now I want to follow my passion. What the platform where Ambassador Navo don't create is awesome. It's so awesome, because in the look for young people and for develop them. Some people like me, I get the natural skills. Some people are born leaders, but some people you will train them and give them the skills where they need. And that is exactly what in Ambassador Navo in the do na AYV. But similarly, then they still do na SLBS and even Star TV. We they even see now social media people and they come, even though sometimes I can get a bit upset because some people are just feel and they misuse the social media. If you want for do certain things, try and read. You don't actually need for like a go formal school, but just get a bit of knowledge and say, okay, let me know the basic about how I'm able to relate to the media, because they are ethics. Yeah. So the platform where Ambassador Navo don't do, and even the University of Sierra Leone, then try for ensure, say, even people away, you know, actually gets like all the 5 WAS or O levels, where you get that work experience at a time. I remember the time already for CAM na England, yeah. Then mean come with something, a proposal to say anyone we want for CAM can study, for CAM just get the theoretical or advanced yourself. We they accommodate people like Una. So that sort of platform we don't always the day, but waiting Ambassador Navo can do. It's just like over the moon. It's just like way there. So I want for big up you know, and let God continue for give more grace for him for bring together some of this young talent, because I just feel say Sierra Leone, we just need access to opportunities. If the opportunities are there, people will explore it and they will make use of it. But because there are too much limited opportunities for young people and for thrive, it not they happen. But people like Ambassador Navo and the young things, and when other people and they do, kudos as well to the Minister of Youth Affairs, because that one they own, you know, where they go is just like something else, you know, for just make sure say youth empowerment, getting them into employment is just great. So yeah, there are opportunities, people are waiting for it, and I know they can grab them at any time when it's available.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for actually putting that very eloquently, Jilo. So education is something where you big on, and the ethos where you come up from your parents that were born you, waiting to instill in you, and your pathway to usa you did so now. And as a parent, as a mother now, we're quite clearly seeing it that you have one of the most bright star, naturally gifted, talented, and talented Pekin, as well as your drive to instill in us so much focus with in supporting our education. First of all, Josephine, what in education mean to you? First of all, as a person, and how has education shaped you up to be where you are?
Well, for me, education now the vehicle to success. Because without education, they take you anywhere. Now, I put this into context in like the background, Usai I kind of like say, this now Usai I grow up maybe at age when I did primary school, maybe at age 8 or 9, yeah, when I did military barracks. The military barracks, most people were looking forward to going to join the military. And you see the challenges then, because even some amounts, even the income now the family is so challenging. Yeah. Well, this is the family I came from, where all they want, they not get money for Giwi, they not get no assets. But there is a great asset that my father said, this is my investment, this is the asset I'll give to you, and that's education. I sold all sorts of hawking, sell ice, sell cold water, sell fish cake, sell this, sell donuts, sell cherry, sell fish ball, just for make sure say I support the vision where me people and get for me. Yeah. For make I go school, get the right education. Unfortunately for me, I able to go through all the different stages. I went to preschool, I went nursery, preschool, reception, primary school, secondary school, university. There's one thing about education for me where I think say, it now a plus when you family then know the value, but also it can be a disadvantage for other families then if they don't know the value. And why make they not know the value? Maybe they don't get exposed to that particular value. Whereas me people in their own background as well, they may get a bit of education, so they know how valuable it is, where they know say with that, you go able for excel. Imagine if I not be able for read, I not be sabi for read. That lady not for be able for call me say, Tuma, are you the read?
That's true.
I not for be able for read, and then not for be able for identify, say, oh, I get fine voice. Forget about the fine face. There are lots of beautiful women out there. But for the video able for read my diction and the tone of my voice, now maybe I will talk to you so. But I know when I sound in the mic, when I only know say it different. But how that happen, only God knows. Yeah. But the reading was key. At least because I go through the meals of a classroom, I able to get that education there for able to read and also for write. Yeah. And so for me, education is key. Anybody who wants for make you picking better in a life, encourage them. Now that make I take them back and make them as part of myself. Me picking me into. I remember the time where they do the 11 plus. I say there's no phone, no TV. We get 15 minutes break. 2 weeks solid. Some people they say, oh, they go take somebody for car. You have to pay £40 an hour. Yeah. I say no, £40. I will save them. I'll be the teacher for my daughter. And it did amazingly well. Come out and get what you want to get and get the school we want to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we parent them as well for invest some time in picking education. I know it can be challenging now, so because of the work, but try for make time for put inside. Try for go to watch your picking book. Try for see what they do. When they say parents evening, go talk to you, the picking and teachers them, and know who side and they lag behind, so that you self will able for help them. Yeah. So now so me don't take. This is how education don't transform me. It don't put me outside a day and on me own. I take myself through my own knowledge me get, apply to the university in England, do every bits and pieces for myself, and get to the UK by myself. Because of the knowledge where me people make access for other teachers, they impact in me, and that knowledge I utilize unto the best of my own advantage. So education is key. There's nothing absolutely important than education. Nothing. Money itself, important, because then they can say, oh, it's advancing and not go this. No, but they had the basic. They know how to write, they know how to read. Because even if they go get contracts with people, they must read and contract in there. They must clear the clauses in that contract is suitable for them. You know, they go against them. Yeah. So let them not begin to fool people. Just get the basic for make you able to get the next, because it's like a springboard to the next level in your life.
Indeed.
Because they say, oh, it's advancing and all of this. No, but they had the basic. They had the basic. They know how to write. They know how to read. Because even if they go get contracts with people, they must read them contractually. They must clear the clauses in that contract is suitable for them. You know, they go against them. Yeah. So let them not begin to fool people. Just get the basic for make you able to get the next, because it's like a springboard to the next level in your life.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I'm impressed. You know,
because they say, oh, it's advancing and all of this now.
Sorry, you didn't hear me there, Jello?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
You didn't hear me? Okay, fantastic. So, with that in mind, you get a passion for elevate education, not to just what you don't instill to you picking. You want pass them on to other picking them, many other children them globally. And over the last, I should say, I think about 5 years or so, you've been working on a private mission to bring a different type of education at SALONE. You know about the challenges in this educational system. You've seen it, you've lived it, and you've come to this side of the world. You don't gain the knowledge, and then you want to go back and go give back. First, why make you choose this course, this pathway? Because you could have gone into any other pathway, because you're not possible. You get the capabilities. So you could have gone into pastoral, so now go into the ministry. You could have gone into the media, but you felt education, as you indicated. But why this particular specific course?
As I mentioned earlier, for me, now it make I be who I be today. When I be a journalist, I get the opportunity for, whilst I the reports, they go now villages, then they see picking them, the way then they perish the way then they look at the inequalities now then communities then you ask yourself, why make them not forget access to A, B, and C? They not choose for say na ya papa wale then born me, or born me na Kubola, or born me na Kube, or born me na ya. No, nobody know they choose who I want for. Because me, if them be say, before God they make me say who I want choose, obviously I don't say like Kanaya, because I see how me own picking they behave way than they na. So you understand? Quick, they don't tell you, oh, mommy, come on, don't do that. You understand? But we not get choice of who say we born, or the family we born into, or the gender where we be. So throughout them saying this nothing a way I've been just to make note of say, no, this is not fair, this is not good, this is not right. So what thing I go to do? Fortunately, I don't study, so I forget some knowledge. And I said I go back Sierra Leone, I go work for London Mining. Whilst I work for London Mining, this is a mining community. We say money they come up, boku money they come up.
Jello, I just want to interject you. I apologize, Sandra, because the reason being, because I can remember at the time when we were doing very well in SL4U, and then this opportunity came for going to London Mining. Yeah. We absolutely were against it, because we want to retain your services, and it brings a lot of confusion amongst us, because we feel say, why are you running after this opportunity, and why are you going, and we're doing so well. We're at a stage where SL4U was already a household name in the UK, and you don't become the face of SL4U, so to speak. Because I remember the time Lady G did study Reading more, and we wanted you, and then what's in be the motivation? We'll come back to the what's in the motivation. Now the diamond and put now your face or what?
Well, not to be the diamond, it's about giving back. You know, giving back. I always wanted I mean they say, because me from the morning when I got planned the way, always anything where I put on my head, I must follow. For my day Methodist Girls High School, I be always no say I come abroad for can study. I always say I know to go FBC, no disrespect, but I always say me own university. Let me get for go now abroad the and UK, because there was a time I even get the opportunity for go live in America, but I chose not. I wait till the term reach for make I come UK, because I don't know what in UK be not do to me, but I always get UK in my head to say that's where I'll get my university education. Yeah. Right. So, but I've been get for go back. because I been no say there is unfinished business for me in Sierra Leone. And waiting at the platform where SLBC give me, it is something I want for further utilize and also make sure say I try for impact girls. And because by then I also get picking them now the barracks, now within the Wilberforce community, will also be the look up to me. And I even get few of them right now, then they into the media when I mean inspire them. So this sort of mentoring I be don't start time, but you know, when you get distance, the challenges here and there, you know, they're able for like a follow through. So basically waiting happen, I be just want to go back and give back to the community. Now that they more. But when London Mining come, I know say yes, it's a good job though, yeah. But also giving back to my country, informing in a different way, because journalism back now being for give information, entertain, but as head of communication for London Mining, sending information out again was just another opportunity for me for give back to the community. I know it was difficult. I'm sorry to my guys again. It's been challenging, but I just have to make that choice because by then I wanted to go back and give back to society.
Indeed. On behalf of SL4U, we forgive you.
Oh, thank you.
But I was still there for call Mo, call T-Boy, call Femi, call Linford, call Chris, call Chief Med, call Benson.
I still own one big cooking, yeah.
One big cooking, remember that?
Yeah.
So wonderful. As you say, it was a success and it's part of the journey of life. Part of you little tick box exercise in life where you be want to achieve. And if God make you achieve at such a young age, why not? Well done for that. So let's come back to the education process. So you now get this dream about creating and setting up this whole thing where is Teach for Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Usai Teach for Sierra Leone was born. Where was the concept born and why?
The concept finally came out because I be done the nurture for my DSLBC. They cover stories, them on education. I remember there was a time also, most times we work with by then it was Alpha Wui, Minister of Education under the Pakaba government, but at sometimes again we do other programs they with Fairway, you know, different educational programs. But when I go begin work for London Mining, I continue for see the same thing they happen at them communities there. Begin pay school fees for picking their way, then they lead them papa them for go big athletes. Now blind picking and alone sir to be specific.
Yeah.
So one woman made Josephine Bakitas, he actually don't open one small private school. So I said, take some of them picking there, yeah, enroll them, me go they pay. So I be the help with that kind of school fee. They not say no, you know much because compared to what they earn and giving back to them people in there for just make them get better life.
Yeah.
So I've been get up to about 15 to 20 picking there while they pay their school fees. But sitting down again, looking, I'll just feel say, you know, enough. You know, enough for me at all. I said, what more I need for do? Then I begin to study about the educational problems in Sierra Leone. I can't for notice say even the picking there where they go school, the inequality in all rights. You look at the teachers them, you know, correct. We get over 55% of teachers away untrained and unqualified. The shortage is about 10 or 15,000. So you get so many different things. Infrastructure back, no, the building them. I say, okay, where can I start? I not go just take all thing one thing for begin they do. What thing me go do as a patriotic citizen for help me country and make me your impact and me country, me your small corner. The school fee paying it did. Then I decide say, okay, after I left London Mining, I did now on the organization where they regulate mining companies, fishing companies, extractive industry. I decide for launch. I say, okay, they start first for big up the teachers them. Bigging up in the sense, some of the issues that were being kind of like able for unravel now the fact that the teachers are not motivated, not in all the way they make them even feel good about the profession. And nobody no wants for camp and the teaching profession. And as you mentioned earlier, now the best profession ever in the world. Yeah. Because if we not get the teachers then, me and you know where we team up today or Sidon, they talk big grammar. You understand? Or begin they say, oh, me na this, me na that. No, because they transfer knowledge to us. Yeah. Yeah. Then knowledge and the way they transfer with no strings attached. All they wish for us is to be doctors. They wish for us to be lawyers. And when you look at them, even the condition of service is so appalling. I say, okay, me, I do something for them teachers there. I feel say if you get the right people in the classroom, then the picking and self, then will get the right attitude and will get the right outcome. SALONE launched a national thank a teacher campaign 2013.
Oh wow.
The campaign, what it been about, now 2 components. One, for recognize, celebrate, and reward the teachers them. You don't recognize them all, celebrate them all. But when it comes to reward, you reward the best so that it will serve as an inspiration for the others them for do best thing, for do the right things, yeah? And make them see the teaching profession as something when an enviable one, not the best ever. You understand? So now been one component, Dandy. The next component are capacity building. Building capacity, provide the support where they need for advancing self. Now we'll talk about 21st century skills. You go to Sierra Leone, there are so many opportunities where they can't go to me right now. I don't come into this education for teachers development. But mostly now on technology, COVID is here. Everything you have to do online. There was a T4 who said the even appointment as an ambassador. There was an opportunity where over 100,000 teachers sign up. But if you check how many of us from Sierra Leone, the number be small because we not be able for like sign up lots of people. They not get access to computers. They not use computers. Then data back the internet will be a challenge, you know. But the few will be able to make them, they make them. So we need for create that platform for them. Now make I get the capacity building aspect. Fortunately for me, when I launch this campaign, we do a pilot where we get 100 schools. We do 50 schools from the East and 50 schools from the West. So on World Teachers Day, 5th of October, 2014. So what do? We say, okay, let's do match pass. So all you want to know at the school and the West, then start from collegiate to stadium. Then the other one then from the East, then start from a new world to stadium. Successful program that time. But that time, Ebola been threatening.
Yeah.
We been get fortunately the Deputy Minister of Education been grace the occasion. We get members of the SLTU, people that mean like waiting and don't bring come because they see now for can boost the morale of the teaching profession. And after we done that, then I'll be the plan with Africell for do the next one, Namakeni. But unfortunately, Ebola come. We've been get for halt every gathering, every stuff, things are not be happen again. I say, okay, whilst this break they happen, I come back now UK, make I can do my masters, and I came back. But when I came back, it's been boiling in my head to say, you have to do this. Don't let it die. Fortunately, the former residence rep for the African Development Bank, Dr. Yoro Balde, see something was so good when an organization called Teach for All, where they develop leaders. Leaders, then they develop them in a different way, but the vehicle of the execution is through teaching. Because if you're able to teach picking there, now especially primary school, and get the best out of them, build them foundation, you can be able to be a good leader. Because in that process, while you they teach and try for develop them picking there, you yourself, they develop yourself. So then see something where don't start in Ghana, teach for Ghana. And then just share with me the email to say, look, guys, look at what is happening in teach for in Ghana. This organization there, so and so. By then it was about 42 countries. I said, yeah, I'm interested. So I contact the people there. I say, now this me they do, me now this some of me guys like a passion I get for education, but not through this vehicle I want for doing. They say, oh yeah, and why not? We started the discussion around 2016, but solid discussion. As soon as I done my masters, I enter 2017 and start for beginning to engage them. Then send me then criteria, then things away and say, well, now we all model this, but you don't need for follow and pauper. You need for try for contextualize them, see what's in the fit for your country. And when you don't do it, you don't fit, so you can make you able to help you people. So that's why I take come from Teach for Sierra Leone. Not an easy road, because you get for develop a lot of concepts. You get for be clear with how you want for do your strategies, how you want for do your programming, because it is a leadership development program. And when we say leadership, now leaders there we develop, but not through teaching. And why we target young people we target young people because right now we feel say now they're not the future. And if they see themselves as the future, they're going for invest more into their own time for develop their personal self and also their professional self. But in that process of development, they're going for also make sure say they transfer skills and knowledge so they picking their way for come after them. So it's like a chain. You they develop yourself, why say develop yourself, you they pass and develop the one the way they come after you. So not like a generation collecting the baton, passing it over. Yeah. So Teach for Sierra Leone, what do we do? We they look for young people, young graduates or young professionals, train them. We they recruit them, we train them, develop them. And after 2 years where they don't go serve inside some of the schools, say, oh, they look at, say, then school they are now underprivileged schools then. When they don't done for 2 years, then they become people then we get the right mindsets, they get that resilient spirit, no kind dabaru challenge no go meet them anymore. You understand? So now that kind of thing the way they do. Leaders will go able for defend whatever they know say then the barriers go be tomorrow and their life. And any side then go when they open their mouth for talk and go say, this is a different breed. But now the process when they don't go through. Because even the way we want for recruit them, we get competencies the way they test them for. If you don't need 10 competencies, then you're not go able. We are recruitment, not so any kind handpicked. You have to meet it. You get for fit with commitment and with vision. Because with vision, what we get for Teach for Sierra Leone, now that's one day, every child in Sierra Leone go able for access quality education, regardless of in geographical location, in economic status, and also in gender. We know how much girl picking and they suffer in schools in Sierra Leone. Most especially 18% picking their way than they in secondary school. Now they know more they done secondary school. It's so appalling. And these are some of the things that me like me woman so the feel say I got for serve as a role model for inspire some of them picking the island and they look up to we. As I say, I sell ice, sell cold water, sell so many things and just for make sure say I get the education. And today I able for team up and defend anything what I want for say or want for do. I'm like because I get the background and I get the right skills, I get the right mindsets. Yeah. So Teach for Sierra Leone in a nutshell, now this way they do. Look for graduates, young professionals then for can join. Will they develop them with the right skills, the right mindsets, and also the knowledge where they will need in the future. Because when we know they will continue for serve as advocates for educational injustices. When I know we don't focus. Because we just feel say, all right for make picking where they na Moyamba one village, where they na Kabata, not forget book where government they shape. Because no more than they and na picking no more way than they na Freetown, forget all the luxury. No. They're not being chosen side there for day. So now that day we don't come for can help government for can make sure say we begin for address. We're not going to do one inside 1 grade day or 1 year or 10 years, but it's a process and we believe say when we work together with the government, thank you very much also to His Excellency the President, we embrace education. Because he know the value of education. Now make it don't prioritize them. And people like we share the same vision with the president. Now I don't put a young minister who also now people like what would they target, then get the vision say education is key, nothing else, only education. So we want to tell the president Boku thank you for what he do for the country, for make sure say we get the right thing. Human capital development can only be done through education. Yeah. So we partner with the Ministry of Education, Basic Education, the Ministry of Youth, because our young people and back with they deal with. And other key stakeholders and for make sure say this leadership model we don't come with, it will thrive in Sierra Leone.
Very impressive, very impressive. Jello. The reason why make usually when me guests then they talk, I can want for interject and then come in with some other reactive questions then. But I needed to allow you to actually utilize because I'm so fascinated about the whole concept, the way it's been born, the idea, and how far you don't go with time. So that's what now my next question to you. How far is the progress? And I know you talk about the recognition from His Excellency, the President, retired Brigadier Julius Madabio. How far the project don't go so far from an international scale as well as in Sierra Leone, where you are now?
Again, I get for big up or give kudos to the president because I remember last year March where we go na a global education and skills forum na Dubai. So the global CEO, the one who starts this whole thing, this model about Teach for, about education equity. When I went the COP, we've been go meet the president na Dubai through Davis Senge in Sababu, when are the minister now. We tell the president about this model where we feel say go fit in with free quality education program. And the president's been so excited. He's like, day before yesterday, because we see on a Saturday, he said Thursday, I will watch a video about the Finnish system of education wherein they go in for the best. We are the best people that they look for. Because I get something like you always say, they plant mango, there you bear orange. You they talk about better learning outcomes, you get for eject the quality into the education. And the president say free quality. So we they bring quality, because the quality will say first time in the history of Sierra Leone, we they get people from university for can't teach in primary school, because the foundation has to be strong. Currently, the reading and numeracy skills, the foundational reading and numeracy skills for picking their way and day na primary school, 80% of them picking a day is so terrible. Them reading and numeracy skill is so terrible. So we they focus say, una the young graduates yeah, we they learn una, we they teach una for teach.
I'm just gonna pin on screen.
Yeah.
Say this now way una meet the president. So if you can just talk me through the characters there, starting from you, where Slim Shady looking very well. Please, from right standing from you.
Yeah, so Nami Dande, obviously. Then Wendy Cobb, the lady who starts the Teach for model 30 years ago. It starts with Teach for America. Then now the whole thing done they now Teach for all. Currently, the Teach for model they now 53 countries, they win at 54th. So the announcement's been coming early July. So we are the 54th partner or 7th partner of the African region or 4th partner of West Africa. So you see, Sierra Leone, we don't key in earlier. Obviously, His Excellency, retired Brigadier Julius Madabi right there. Then this lady now Vongai Nyahunzi, when at the head of the African region. So now we've been this to go, we go find the president when I all been there in Dubai. It been giving a great audience, and even it tell we say you have a partner in me, because are there anybody where they try for push, waiting me they push, me and una na partner. And that partnership there, David Senge, when I facilitate this meeting, don't ensure say that partnership they can to light. Because we don't sign the service level agreements with the Ministry of Education. We don't tell the all what we want for doing a SALONE. We don't begin to engage the Teaching Service Commission, the tertiary education, then the Ministry of Youth and the National Youth Service. They all don't jump on this whole thing, because the alignment of with vision for the young generation of Sierra Leone is so succinct, it's so concrete. It's like we all sing from one in sheets where you go to church, you know. So I'm so happy that the discussions, they obviously don't turn to a reality. And now, we don't launch recruitment. Recruitment, we want to forget 100 sober graduates, sober young professionals. Yeah, graduates in the sense, if you get university degree, fine. Or if you get HTC, fine, come. As long as no say you sober. Because when we're ready, we get for take you through a selection center, a selection process, whether an assessment center. Because when you see school like this, you go there one day, you know meet water well. You know this, you don't wait for the local people and for make them go dig that water well. We expect you as a teacher leader in this community, let us say Nakabata community, so where this na RC Kabata, for make you able to get water well for them people there. You they lead the process of digging the water well. Let we say this Spaniard don't begin busting at this school. We expect you as a teacher leader in this community for lead for make sure say that roof there una fix them. You don't need for sit down for wait. Now that kind of mindset say we want for begin to give to young people and say, don't wait for government. Don't wait to be told. You have to be creative. You have to be innovative and work on your own initiative. Therefore, bringing something fresh into the lives of people and the communities of people. Yeah. So right now we did our 4th week now of recruitment. If I tell you we wanted 100 people already, but I can tell you say the number don't go like 4 times. But for long we get that 100 day, we didn't even expect say by 31st August we could don't get nearly 2,000, because some people still struggle. We only count the number of people that we don't hit the application. Some man don't register, but they don't apply it. So if you don't apply it,
talk me through the next picture on the screen as well, please.
Okay, this picture, the school picking, this are Wesleyan, Napotloko, Wesleyan Secondary School, junior secondary. So these two white people, basically now we will focal people and from Teach for All. We've been going to SALONE for go see the amount of engagement so we don't do with the community. These are the MP for Potloko, where obviously now him be the lead the process, because anything they do, you get forget the local communities they involve. These are some of the teachers then. The man, okay, this lady, where they near the MP, now the principal for this junior secondary school. Yeah. Then this now Phil and Maddie we been come. So we been get like a community engagement for go tell and say, now this idea will get one begin they bring teachers them. special teachers when they come. They don't training where they get a different from the normal training where teacher they get. Because when we say different, they not only they stop for work in the classroom. When school don't close, we expect and say you forget extracurricular activities then where they engage the picking there. What you make would decide for do so, picking and they were not to all man sound academically. But the moment you pull in a classroom, you they see different skill into them picking a day. And at that skill and they want for make let we fellows then begin they look into and develop them picking a day. Because you need the skills where fits for the markets, the employment market, the job markets. Yeah. Well, these are all of the time they work in the enjoy and they serve with food. And the people and they really they eat, you know. You know, the community people and so accommodating. They even don't pledge to we say, well, when cow then teachers there, we they make sure say we host them. Now we they keep them, now we they lodge them, provide security for them. So this is one of the demonstration where they may obviously tell we say, yes, indeed, we will look after our people. Well, yeah, now in fact, HEB actually come out now in table. Can now for let you see no more how the man happy about where to go present to them. Come back for that engagement, we they discuss, we they talk. It's good when you get a president we get a vision for make sure say the country push go before the only thing we able for do na human capital development. And I just like waiting talk and do BO they do for SALONE as we all can they call them president. Yeah.
So, listen, excellent, well explained. The pictures and they if anybody now come to in terms of location services, is there a website, how for contact you, on the if anybody want to get an engagement within the diaspora, how people they can locate you? Is there an official website?
Official website definitely when are www.teachforsierraleone.org www.teachforsierraleone.org. But if you get any questions or you want to get in touch with me, just send an email to info@teachforsierraleone.org info@teachforsierraleone.org. There is something I also want for bring to the notice of the audience or we listeners them or viewers about this leadership program what we do. We know say the people that what they take they know when they teach. Then definitely get qualification in different subject areas them where they don't do na university.
Yeah.
But because we own vehicle of execution now through teaching, we program what we they aim for now for bring can change now the society. And the change we units what we they make sure say that change we achieve at the community. So what thing we they do, we get a 6 weeks residential program. When are they we they go train then people are what we call fellows, because it's not like a fellowship, 2-year fellowship. Inside that 6 weeks day, we they train you first for your own personal leadership development, your professional leadership development. Some people and they then get fixed mindsets and not believe say anything is possible. So we want for we get people and by the time you don't done 2 years with we, you forget that thinking, that growth mindset. So say me mentality na positive one, no matter who's kind of challenge I see. Yeah. We also they do them the foundations of teaching. When I also they learn how the new trick then the new style we don't can out for make let teaching sweet. SALONE out and a blackboard no more with the tone. Teacher they write so you can talk. We want for change that day now. We want for make sure say let the picking there, then take then you don't take the ownership of their own learning. With my color child-centered teaching. We want for they bring activities then inside the teaching class, inside the classroom, so that teaching will become more fun, it will become interesting. You don't understand? How you manage your classroom? They say classroom then be big na Sierra Leone. But you know, they not say power if for pack all man inside the classroom. Take some picking and put it on that tip. Yeah? Now yeah, so then call and say nurture groups. Then they take picking and then carry them go outside, carry them go on different because they are comfortable. Some people sometimes are restricted into just 1-4 blocks. You know they get the best. So these are some of the skills they will get for they teach the them fellows there. For me, they can't go to them communities and try for transform because we don't see it don't happen. 53 countries, this model has been working. And with waiting now we get self na Sierra Leone and feel say we already get the platform. And the people that want the change, the people that want to make impact. Other key things that we'll get for look at now the community and the culture. I represent today Sierra Leone woman. Anybody where you go to that community there, you get for try for understand the culture of the people. You might be main day, but we they put you in a salon at Timini. How you they integrate yourself inside that community there? We want to make like able for help that community there for let them grow. You 2 years, may you come on after 2 years, let them say, me I feel DJ little, I feel that way they come on here. So we get one project we call Be the Change. In year 2, every fellow we can through teach for Sierra Leone fellowship, you they come up with an initiative we call Be the Change project. Wow. That project there, now your initiative. You can implement it in a school, or say maybe now for football club, now for something, but like a legacy where you left in that community where you 2 years don't do. So everybody, I'd encourage you, if you want for can join this fellowship, begin to think of an initiative where we self they help you for develop. You know the good thing about the Be the Change project? So other country then, it don't turn to NGO. It don't turn to NGO. I tell you, my brother, you know, it don't become so big now other countries then. So please, I want to encourage other sets of people when I'm a company woman them. Camp on this program. This program will help you for develop. You go discover, say, you get something you don't ever know about yourself. As you can see me, somebody pick me talent. Me, I want for pick your own talent and help you for develop. When you're young, now you get the energy, now you get the drive, now you get the time. Invest in yourself. Camp on this program. Sweet Timberco, what they do, where you come, if you want left now the teaching profession, because you don't get teacher qualification. We provide for you free postgraduate diploma in education. So that after 2 years, if you let that community want for continue, we just say talk to you, talk for you to Papa government say, this person will not lose some. This person don't get this background. This person don't invest in this community, want continue for dinner. Do ya we beg, help out with PIN code, enroll under the system. So much benefits there inside this program. We get for the also make sure say every 3 months, you get professional development. You build yourself up. Because man, learning is continuous. You know they even stop. Me self I don't camp on this kind of program. I go back to school, go say, I like picking business, make I go do early childhood. And the early childhood, what they can do, I don't learn a lot. Now they talk about child-centered learning. Who's I go learn at school? And I see say, it work. I know the different environment that I say picking they thrive when they learn. Not to all man get sense for them in a classroom. You go for begin to develop them skills and they not limit.
That link between Maria too and Josephine, because we two are of the same stuff. Because Maria today into early years child learning. Now you know the CEO and founder of Chatter.
And I want to even say something about that. That's an area where it's so new in Sierra Leone. So I will really look for engagement because we also they try for develop a curriculum. Even though government don't do their own, but anything government they do, they look at waiting and get. They will try for practicalize and put them into context and see say it fits, you know, because I make for understand say even the one the way they teach now they know the school and they not even get the required qualification as an early years professional.
They are technical babysitters, we call them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Program. Let's talk about the future of Teach for All and Usai. You obviously we know Usai you want take and go, but Usai you want for Siam in the next decade, so to speak.
Yeah, we growth impacts, and so we with Mango column. So we want to start with 100 fellows where we they make them begin for teach in January. Apparently, them probably don't start in September because of COVID, so recruitment's been delayed a bit. Obviously, we don't join the global network. We're not the 54th partner. For Africa now 7, for West Africa now we're not the 4th because we get Liberia, we get Ghana, Nigeria, and we. Then we also get Morocco, then we also get Tanzania and Uganda. So for when we place 100 fellows them, now then schools in January, they start another recruitment immediately in March. When I take another 100, we they place September 2021. So 2021 alone, now 200 people will they take and put them at school. 2022, we they take another 200, they'll get 400. But after 2023, we lost 200 of them. We go become an alumni. And what will they do with them one day the way they left? We they make sure say we help them for get the right jobs where they go get, prepare their CVs them very well, connect we they do job fairs with employers them for make sure because we want for begin the influence not only the education sector but also the other ecosystems them wherein these are good people going now with a different mindset. When they talk about corruption in Sierra Leone, When we know say anybody we don't can through for can serve, we dey change you want no thinking. So when you go for go work as a banker, you go know waiting for the way right. You not go easily for the review say can engage in corrupt activities. Yeah. So in the next 5 years, because we first projection what we don't do, we want for impact over 140,000 kids. 140,000 kids. In the next 5 years, we want for impact 12 communities.
Wow.
Yes, 12 different communities. When I say communities, if I say districts, because like we want for spread. So every year, what would they take? Would they take 20, like this people, they start to 25 schools. September, another 25 schools, 50 schools. So overall, we they aim at impacting over 500 people, because if you count the 140,000 kids, then get mama, then get papa. And as I tell you about, we be a change project, it not only meant for the Pekin, but also for the community. And one thing T1 mentioned about where we don't kind of like incorporate into the program. Now for let we fellows then go able to get a good relationship with the parents them. Let I give one instance. Pekin and they way, then they struggle now us because of the workload. Sometimes you don't know why this Pekin also they late for can school. You as a teacher, before you punish and go find out. If the Pekin not they manage in home timetable well, you can able say, okay, if you wake 5 o'clock, why not begin wake 4 o'clock? For make you able to do your work there, they able come. So you can for be involved in the community. You can for be involved in the parents. They also there. You for gauge them, how for help them, how for help them picking them. You know, because you get for me let them see the value of education. Most of them they want for make them picking them better. Because if you look at what in SALONE not happen, all we leaders them, not of it on in common. Now upline. Pakaba, HBO, ANES, they all are upline people. So then if they see that kind of roots they want for let them begin and become a role model and get that interdependence after the years of studying, let's say in 25 years time, they don't get high class education, they don't also become self-independent, because you know say we people in the Abopa where they don't all. So one for make sure say you are well grounded in all areas, financially, education-wise, you become a role model, people in back begin to look up to you. So we future is bright. We want for help the government through the Ministry of Education, Basic Education, and the Ministry of Youth, the National Youth Service. Oh my goodness, Onana Jallo, a brilliant executive director. You know, then they run with those vision, because they say, you know what, this is what we need for Sierra Leone. Get leadership, get skills, 21st century skills for we people then. So with all this sort of partnership and collaboration, I feel say Sierra Leone, we are heading somewhere and we're going to be great again. We're the Athens of West Africa before, and it's going to happen.
I believe we'll definitely regain Dandy. Listen, Josephine, I'm going to let you wrap up, and because we got a lovely education song to play out, and I want to say personally again, thank you. And would you mind, because there's a lot more, would you mind coming at least every quarterly in the year? If you're in the UK, you're not traveling, or well, not even if you're traveling, we got access to technology.
Yeah.
So give us at least every quarterly update. Tell us about the Teach for Sierra Leone project. Would you mind?
I'm up for it. Definitely, I would love to come back in when we're running our assessment center, because I told you about 10 competencies. We get 10 competencies where one fits to with vision and mission. We get to know if we all think the same. We look for academic excellence when at the aspect of say you forget degree or get some qualification, because we want the best people. We also look for creativity and innovation. How creative are you? We want to know how you able to use local resources for teach them picking in a school. You use wood for count, you use stone for count. We want to know resilience. Some of those challenges them you get for meet and then communities them. They are hard to reach. Yes, indeed. Challenges are hard. Food for eat go tranga. Are you able to pull through? You know, go say no, me I they give up. Communication skills, like me and you they talk now. You get for go talk. So one for know are you able for talk, are you able for transfer knowledge, yeah. So we get for run an assessment center. When are they will test people, they will give them different activities, group work. One for see how you the gel among team. You know, natural leaders them they can bond. So when we give you group work, one for see you leadership skills them as well inside, and the written test, because you get for the do lesson plan. How they prepare you lesson, we want for know. Yeah. So I will like for come back in August for maybe or first week September for tell people about the assessment center. When after the assessment center, I don't get for choose the best 100 people. And when we say the best, not only know to go choose on they make sure say we get stakeholders there from the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Youth, the Teaching Service Commission, SLTU, key educators, and they can't look them competencies, and they mark you. If you get first class, you will get 5. If you get to 1, you will get 4. So the grading system already did it. So after that, we get for announce. So I definitely up for the give updates on this. Because if you don't make and save this first stage, the second stage back will open in March. Definitely, something as you build on yourself, you go able to make them into the fellowship. But I want to tell you, I say it's a fantastic opportunity. Please, you will not apply it, or you will not person. We're going to need this kind of opportunity. Tell them make it come. Now Teach for Sierra Leone their website. We're at www.teachforsierraleone.org. If you get any question, say
now the number 4 or the letters for FOR.
FOR, yeah. So it's Teach, TEACH, FORSIERRALEONE.org.
Okay.
So Teach for Sierra Leone. So if you get any questions, or you get concerns or something for clarify, just send me an email to info@teachforsierraleone.org. We there anytime. And I also want to tell thank you to all the one that we don't apply so far. You will not apply it, because for register, now one thing, we want to know you where they register, we want to know you where they complete the application. Please go let you go down your application. Go apply. If you register, you not get for come inside. Now only the one that way they apply, now we complete the application form, now they will get for contact. So please go finish your application.
Fantastic. JLo, it's been very, very good to have you here. And I'm delighted that we went through a bit of timeline. We reminisce. We had a flashback from any message we want to put out to the SF4U family and any other members.
I just love una all, and I tell una thank you for the support and for believing in me. I know say I always get on her back. Thank you, Mr. T-Boy. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Linford. Oh, my beloved Femi, thank you. Oh, my Lady G, all the way from Reading. I want to say a big shout out to you, and I hope say the babies and they do well. You know, Chris, obviously, Mr. Godin, Mr. B, Chief Med. I know now, Albo. I know say thank you so much. And my wonderful Okabe, always on point.
We still wait for that family cook. You still
owner, yeah.
The good old doctor get for giving you the opportunity.
Yeah, but definitely. In fact, it's a good enough Freetown, you know, different taste of the potato leaf, cassava leaf, maybe the ebe, you know, yeah.
After Corona.
After Corona, absolutely.
Fantastic. It's been great, and I look forward to having you back in September. We'll talk about this, even if not on Salone Talk, because we want to let you use the various different platforms than at Diaspora Voices. We get the Team Kitchen program where we focus on younger people and parents. We're in a fantastic program where can come out every other Tuesdays on Diaspora Voices, where you go focus the communication on both the Pikinem as well as the parents and where all about.
Yeah, because parents and gets a lot of role for playing the development.
And once again, thank you for giving me your time, and continue for do the great work where you do already. And my love to Lisa and the good old doctor. I can see the in pocket numbers yet. See the radiance is showing. But thank you so much. And look, there are so many. Thank you very much. It's been great. God bless you, JLo. And
thank you for having me.
Looking forward to speaking to you again soon.
Help children, let's give them a better life. Let me help children. Let me do anything we can make them special. No one knows this not the time that I'm in the right time. This not the time where I go use the right try. I'm saving the beginning all from the streets. I'm ready for the walk on when I come shine. The beginning is suffer. We never help them. For the future soul that we never get them. Instead of we left them that street in the cell. Then we send them to school and then operate the spell. So some will become lawyers, MPs or doctors. Some are lecturers, some will even be teachers. Some are presidents, some are geographer. Religiously, some will even be preacher. And get the foundation for good education. Help the homeless, give them good medication. While we foresee the small picking and the cry, we give them heavy hand for the future of life. Well, let we help the children of these great land. so tomorrow they can have a better plan. Yeah. All they need is total love and care. Yeah. Every child needs someone to be there. Yeah. But let me put them all my treats and give them place to sleep. But when they cry that they come hungry, there we give them food for weeks. Cause the children are the leaders of tomorrow. Yeah. Let me try so hard to pull them off. I'm so wrong. Support the NKCS to help SALONE picking them. Yeah. Let me send them home to school. Give them place to call them home. Cause every child deserves the right to good education. So let's support the Mohammed Children's Foundation. Helping children. Let's give them a better life.
Everything them not the future tomorrow. So let me save them life from the end.
Let me help children. Let me do everything when they get
Since I must come, no one knows tomorrow. So let me look at them. They love to see the beginning of me like the streets. They must have been them, they know they fuck it. The way I feel, what's I get around the eye. Poverty, they try to get in the life. Some of them are orphans, some of them are broke. All them to live it in a joy and support them who are mental and children's foundation. Look up for help for your generation. Look up for civic picking them from starvation. Put them in a district, give them women education. So we are dedicated some to the nation. Cause they don't like this thing from separation. Picking them need education, medication. So let me save them like conversation. Yeah, we gotta save them like conversation.
There we help this one.
Future of a mile, we help them in the sunlight.
There we help this one.
Whatever they die, we rip from the smile.
There we help this one. Everybody help the same. There we help this one.
You know, sure they have a proper way. So I sing this song, not for beginning. We don't get to be them, not the way this will happen. If the parents send them to school, teach them on business, not force them, don't allow them have for cause. Teach them how for cause. Education to them, no matter of most. They can get it right for love, for read the right. Show them the right way so the future will bright. Picking for love, for obey, and complete later. Make sure when you go to school, have white love later.
Helping children. Let's give them a better life.
Everything them not the future tomorrow. So let me save them life from the end.
Yeah, we helping children. Let me do anything when we make them
I
smile.
must come, no one knows tomorrow. So let me look at them.
You don't know if not them get for be the future president tomorrow. You don't know. You don't know if not them get for comfortable. We still be them we don't pass. Treat them right. Tell them that thing right. To them side. Try to be a fan. To follow all your children. I don't know. I don't think. I don't feel I'm not so. I don't know. I don't think. It all let me don't fail. Let me be the new right. Let me trouble you nice. Let me be the new right. If I'm the future, don't helping children. Let's give them a better life.
Everything them not the future tomorrow. So let me save them life from the end.
Yeah, we helping children. Let me do anything when you make them
I
smile.
must come, no one knows tomorrow. So let me look at them.
Helping children. Let's give them a better life.
Everything them not the future tomorrow. So let me save them life from the end.
Yeah, we helping children. Let me do anything when we make them
I
smile.
must come, no one knows tomorrow. So let me look at them.
Support the NKCS and help SALONE picking them. Because picking them are the leaders of tomorrow. When you help a child, you help a nation. This message